Hi guys, long time no see. I'm actually going on vacation really soon, so I don't know why I'm going to film and upload this really quickly and then just disappear for another 2 weeks or so. But I wanted to show you my to be read pile slash like it's a little library haul thing because I need books to read and I want to bring so many books on vacation and I'm trying to narrow it down. But also I have a lot of books that are sitting just unread on my shelf, and so I feel like if I make this video and I upload it to YouTube, I will be more motivated to actually read what's on my shelf or on my mom's shelf that I've stolen. So Algebra has recently told me that I'm reading, much too serious things and that it's summer, lighten up, read something light. So I wound up checking out a novel idea by Amy Friedman. It just looked cute. It was about books, so I figured I'll like it. It's about this girl named Nora. She has to start a book club to have an extracurricular to get into college or something, and she meets a cute boy and blah blah blah. There's books. They talk about books. That's kind of... So for some reason, I've been checking out a lot of the Bray. I've never actually read anything by the Bray, which is weird and really bad of me because I've heard great things about her. But I have 3 books checked out by her. The first I have The Great and Terrible Beauty, which I haven't read. I've taken it out like so many times and haven't read it. I know I'm horrible. I also have Beauty Queens, which I thought would be nice to read this summer. And then I have The Diviners, which I'm not going to bring with me on my trip because it's massive and I want to take time and devote it. And it looks so good. It's so big. I'm like so excited to read it. And then I have by Maggie Stiefvater, The Raven Boys, which I am so excited to read. I've heard phenomenal things. Also heard phenomenal things about Maggie Stiefvater, but I've never actually read anything by her, which is probably really horrible of me. And then I have Amelia Ann is Dead and Gone by Kat Rosenfield, and I am so excited to read this because John Green talked about it, and then I was like, I gotta read it because he made it sound so good, and I'm gonna bring this on my trip for sure. Oh, hey, Kat. This is Kat. That's her. I like her author photo. Makes me really happy. Okay, now going on to books that I own. I'll actually do the one book I borrowed from my mom. It doesn't have a dust jacket, but it's James Patterson's First to Die. It's part of the Women's Murder Club series, I believe. Women's Murder Club, will it say it? No. Basically it's about these 4 women who are best friends and they solve murders together, and each of them, like, one's a cop, one works at the morgue, I think one's a PI, and then I don't know what the last one is, but the first one is about newlywed couples are being murdered and they solve it, I guess. I don't know, it's a big series and they all have like numbers in it, so the first one is First to Die and 4th of July, I know because we looked at it on the 4th of July, so it's quite fitting. Next I have Dear Scott, Dear Zelda, which is just letters between Scott and Zelda Fitzgerald, and I still haven't read it and I suck. I know. I've had it for so long. I also have to read Marcus Sedgwick's Blood Red Snow White, which is what I'm using right now as a tripod, so we're not going to talk about that. I also have Anne Frank's The Diary of a Young Girl, because while we had to read parts of it for English in my 8th grade English class, I didn't get to read all of it, and I really want to. Other teams in 8th grade got to read it all, but we weren't allowed to. We read the play. It was good, but I want to get the full story. I also have the collected poems of Sylvia Plath because I love the bell jar and I really love different quotes I've read by her, and I follow this one Twitter called like Poet Trees or something, and they were posting some Sylvia Plath poetry, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy it. So I bought that, and I also bought the bell jar, which is also being used as a tripod. I still haven't read my Pawnee book. It's so sad. I got this like forever ago and I haven't read it yet, but I've been thinking about Parks and Rec so much that I'm like, okay, I gotta read it. So I might bring this with me on my trip while we're road tripping. I really want to read Looking for Alaska. This one YouTuber, Rachel Whitehurst, she's a cool name, Rachel. It's my name too. She recently, today is the 11th of July, she uploaded a look based on the cover, and it's like a smoky eye makeup look, and it's gorgeous, and she's so great, and you should check it out. I'll link it like down below or something. I also have to read Atonement because I bought the film. Haven't watched the film because I need to read this. I bought this last summer and I haven't read it. I'm like really, really mad at myself. Like, why am I doing this? I had started Pride and Prejudice forever ago, like probably when the Lizzie Bennet Diaries was just getting started. Did I get any farther in it? No, I got 41 pages through it. I suck. I need to read this. I need to read more classics. This book has just been sitting on my shelf forever. It's Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac by Gabrielle Zevin. She wrote Elsewhere. I just know this girl gets amnesia. She doesn't remember anything. I remember buying it and thinking it sounded cool years ago, and then never touching it. So, need to finish The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway. I started it last summer. Did I finish it? No. There's a pattern here. Can you tell it's all books I've been like, oh, I should start this. I bought Middlesex for my birthday. I haven't read it yet. I suck. I also bought Tender as the Night for my birthday, and I haven't started it. Ugh, I'm very bad. And then 2 books I was so excited to pre-order. Whodunit, an anthology featuring a ton of YA authors who I love. Haven't even started it. And then Z, a novel about Zelda Fitzgerald by Teresa Ann Fowler. Didn't even start that. So I need to read that, like, desperately. Then I also have Viola in Real Life, which I bought for my sister for Christmas, and she read and liked it, so I'm stealing it back now, so I can read it and see if I like it. Yeah, so I want to read that. The Bermuda Triangle, which I borrowed from a friend and didn't touch it at all. I think it'll be a good summer read, though, so I want to read it. Gotta read more Maureen Johnson. I'm just forming a ton of piles of books around me. It's really weird. Sarah Dessen's The Truth About Forever. I've heard phenomenal things about this. I've heard that Wes, I think he's the boy in here. Yeah, Wes is the boy in here. I've heard he's like the ultimate like YA dream guy. Specifically I've heard that from Les from Get Bookish. Les from Get Bookish talked about him in a tag and was like, he's my dream YA guy. I've heard it's great. I started it. I got a chapter through and was like, oh yeah, I'll keep reading this. I didn't read it. I like Sarah Dessen. I haven't read a lot of her though, but it's summer, so I kind of want to, and I want to get her new book, The Moon and More, and I want to finish What Happened to Goodbye because I had to bring it back to the library at school and I never took it back out. I like Make Habit a lot. This is size 12. It's not fat. It's the Heather Wells series. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Make Habit. I have a few books of her that I want to reread in here. And so I thought it would be fun to get into some of her more adult series as I've gotten older now. I've been a fan of Make Habit ever since I was little with the Princess Diaries series. The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson. I haven't read it yet. I got it for Christmas like 2 years ago. I suck. I've heard it's phenomenal. My friend had an arc of the second book that came out, which I can't think of the name of. I'll probably put it here if I think of it. And I need to read it. I need to read it so badly. I suck. And then there's a series that I've been telling myself I'll read forever and I haven't. That would be The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I've read the first one, but I don't remember it. So I have The Second Summer of the Sisterhood, Girls in Pants, and then the fourth, Forever in Blue. They're all by Anne Brashares, and I need to read it because I suck, and I haven't read it yet. Then by Make Habit, I have All American Girl and Ready or Not. This is a duology she has. It's about a girl who saves the president's life when he's, like, if someone tries to assassinate him, and she winds up saving him. And so she becomes, like, a teen ambassador, and she doesn't want to. And it's really, really good. Oh, I started rereading it again. But, yeah, I want to reread this series this summer, because I think I'll appreciate it more than I did the first time I read it. And then the last book I have is one by Kate Bryan. I bought this at a library book sale forever ago. And it's called The V Club. I don't know what it's about. I don't know. Yeah, it just looked... I don't know why I bought this. Maybe I wanted it back then. But it's been sitting on my shelf. I'm curious about it. I'm gonna read it. Last minute Rachel editing. I also forgot a book. This is The Secrets to Happiness by Sarah Dunn. I'm borrowing it from my mom because the characters are described as a cast of a Woody Allen film, and she doesn't typically like those. So hopefully I'll like this. I don't know what it's about, but there's a little Cocker Spaniel on the cover. Those are all the books that I want to read this summer, or in the relative near future, because last year I did that with my summer to be read pile, and did it work? No. That's like 33 books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the relative near future, hopefully 2.5 to 3 weeks, just so I can get back and adjust. And hopefully I will have some footage from my trip that I can make into a montage. I'm not going to do any daily vlogging or anything like that, but I'm excited. I'm gonna hopefully read a lot. I don't know how much free time I'll have, but yeah, it's a long drive there. It's about 17 hours according to AAA. So hopefully I can get through some books or some Nancy Drew games. Alright, I'll see you guys all later. Bye! Also, Emily, if you're watching this, I swear I'm going to make the literary baby name tag video. I just was having trouble with the girl names because I had so many I liked, but I swear I have my list. I've been working on it. I will make it, I promise. Okay, seriously, bye.